The next item is a topical question to be answered by the Cabinet Secretary for Climate Change and Rural Affairs, and the question is to be asked by James Evans.
Discussions is the Welsh Government having with the Animal Plant and Health Agency to provide guidance to farmers and reduce the spread of Bluetongue in light of the first cases being found in sheep in Wales?
Diolch, James. I have issued a statement today setting out the latest position in Wales with my advice to farmers. My officials are in daily contact with the Animal and Plant Health Agency and other partners to control Bluetongue. Although the virus has been detected in some sheep brought into North Wales, we currently have no evidence of active infection here, and my policy goal continues to be to keep Wales free of this new disease.
Thank you for your answer, Cabinet Secretary. I also thank the presiding officer for accepting this very important topical question today. I did notice, as you say, after my topical question was accepted, that the Welsh Government released a written statement on the spread of Bluetongue, which was great timing, I must say, but it was a shame that the Welsh Government couldn't bring forward an oral statement yesterday, because this is a very important issue for farmers across Wales, and it's a shame that we've had to come this way to get you to the Chamber. As outlined in your response, Cabinet Secretary, and indeed in your written statement, the spread of Bluetongue is extremely concerning for our farming community, and it is crucial that we deal with this head-on. I welcome the actions that have already been taken, including extensive sampling and laboratory testing which have been carried out by APHA and Purebright Institute. Nevertheless, Cabinet Secretary, there have been cases of Bluetongue in the southeast of England since August, and plans of precaution have been put in place in England by DEFRA and APHA, but regrettably this doesn't seem to be the case in Wales. In light of this, can you elaborate on what discussions you're having with your counterparts in DEFRA regarding the spread, and will you be putting any biosecurity measures such as restricted zones and infected areas that have occurred in England, because I think that's something we could see in North Wales, and wonder if you're willing to take that. And also, we're actually in the height of the stock buying season at the minute on breeding stocks. I'm just interested what advice you're going to be giving to farmers through Farming Connect or other agencies around the purchasing of stocks in those high-risk areas in England, because an awful lot of farmers in my constituency are heading off into England to buy their stock ready for next year. And in addition to this, something I've heard from farmers is about the messaging from the Welsh Government, that they're getting lots of updates from the APHA about cases in England, but there's actually nothing coming through from the Welsh Government. So I'm just interested, would you consider sending mobile alerts to farmers in Wales about cases that are emerging? I think that would be something that we do need to hear about. And also, finally, about the compensation regime for our farmers in Wales. Can you explain how that is going to work to make sure that our farmers in Wales are compensated properly for the stock that they lose to Bluetongue? Thank you, Llywydd.
James, thank you for those questions. And Llywydd, just to clarify, we had, in discussion with the Chief Veterinary Officer and officials from APFA, planned to bring forward a statement today, which we brought forward, the written statement, when we knew all the details of the current infected animals that have been brought into Gwynedd, and not before, because we wanted to have a proper statement that we could give all the facts and details. So I hope you'll understand that the timing of bringing forward the written statement was to bring it forward with the full information rather than premature information. So I was glad to bring that statement forward. You raised a number of questions. First of all, it's not the case in any respect whatsoever that Welsh Government or APFA or the CVO are late to the game. In fact, a Great Britain Bluetongue control strategy has been in place since August 2014, and it's been reviewed regularly. We have in Welsh Government, and our officials and our CVO have had intensive engagement with UK counterparts and disease experts in UK and indeed across Europe, since intensifying, in fact, since the BTV3 incursion into the Netherlands in September 2023, which brought it closer to us, so the intensity of engagement stepped up. We've been raising awareness with the farming and the veterinary community since the incursion to the Netherlands, and more intensively since the disease incursions into England last November and this August. CVO have established an industry stakeholder workshop. It meets regularly to discuss the risks and the Welsh Government response to an incursion or an outbreak of Bluetongue in Wales, making clear once again, Llywydd, this is not a midge-borne outbreak in Wales. These are 3 animals that we've identified because of the efficacy of our tracking system here that have been brought into Wales at this moment, not midge-borne. This group, the stakeholder group, is updated on the disease pictured in Europe and England and the increasing risk to whales at every meeting. And the decision to allow movements from restricted zones to slaughter only at designated abattoirs was taken in consultation with this group. We're in regular close contact with farming unions and organisations like the National Sheep Association. They're very important partners with us on this group, and they cascade information on the risks to their members. We're very grateful for their cooperation and for their reach into the agricultural communities. We've also run through OVCO Llywydd webinars for vets in practice to raise awareness, to share details of the clinical signs so that vets can discuss the disease with their clients. And we do encourage keepers to seek veterinary advice before sourcing animals from high-risk areas so they can make an informed assessment. But crucially, Llywydd, currently we have no evidence of active Bluetongue infection in Wales. In recent days, what we have is a small number of sheep brought into Wales from the east of England. This does not constitute an outbreak or midge-borne infection in Wales. And we have to reinforce that message, but we are asking people to be very vigilant. You mentioned, I think, the issue of compensation. The 3 animals that have been killed, compensation has been paid to the farmer affected. Farmers will receive compensation if Bluetongue is diagnosed and the CVO or the DCVO orders the killing of affected animals, and that's in line with our normal protocol. I hope that helps to answer some of your questions. I can go into more detail, of course, but I'm conscious of the time as well.